Rev up your engines!
1, 2, 3, 4!
It's time for the Scotty Kilmer channel. Today I'm going to show you how you can make sure that your car is ready for the winter cold. Now perhaps the most critical thing for cold weather is making sure your car has a good battery. Because the colder it is outside, the harder it is for a battery to work. As they get colder, they're not as efficient. So an old weak battery might leave you standing in the cold. That's why you want to have it checked out first. Now really accurate battery checkers aren't cheap. Mine cost about $900. So you want to use a mechanic or an auto parts store that has one that checks it free. And in this case it says replace battery. The state of health is almost zero, even though it has almost a 50% charge. These testers are fantastic. Now we know it's on its way out. Replace it before you get stranded in the cold. Simple job, just take off the battery terminals, pull out the battery. Then put in a high quality battery. My advice, don't go for a discount one. You want a good one that's going to last a long time. Slide it in place. First put on the positive battery terminal, then the negative battery terminal. Then tighten them up good. Now the next cold weather tip is, make sure your car's tuned up. Check the spark plugs. Because guess what? The colder it is outside, the harder your engine has to work to start. If the spark plugs are worn out, it won't start on a cold day. And for once, it's a good thing it's cold outside, because you want to take spark plugs off on a cold engine. You don't want to do it on a hot engine because most are aluminum and the aluminum can strip. Do it when the engine's cold. Now, in the olden days, you had to gap spark plugs with a spark plug gapper. Most come pre-gapped, but you might as well get one of these. They cost $1, and make sure that it's the right specifications for your car. Then tighten them up till it's snug, then give it just a little bit further to make sure it's tight. Now another thing to check for cold weather is your fan belts. If they're all cracked up like this one is, replace them before they break and leave you stranded in a snowbank. Because on this car, you gotta jack it up in the air, take the wheel off and get inside to remove parts to get the fan belt off. You don't want to be doing that in the middle of a snowstorm. Now the last winter tip has to do with driving safety. Wiper blades. Because if it's snowing and sleeting outside and your wiper blades aren't wiping clean and you can't see, wham! Now I live here in Houston, Texas, so it doesn't really snow much, so I'm getting conventional blades. You can get those special rubber-coated winter blades if you live up north. You just push the tang and slide it off, and the new ones just snap right on. There they go. And take my advice. Change them out in pairs. That way they'll wear evenly and your wiping will be good for a long time. So now you know, a little preventative care can keep your car running smoothly this winter and keep you safe. And remember, if you have any car questions, just visit the Scotty Kilmer channel. And I'll answer them as soon as I get back from this winter wonderland.